But let's go to Kimberley now, one of those metros where we have a reporter on the ground. She's Monique Mortlock. She's been there for several days now, monitoring Kimberley and the surrounding areas in terms of the voting today. Monique, good afternoon. We just heard from the IEC in the last hour or so that 99% of the 23,148 voting stations opened on time. What was it like in Kimberley for you and the surrounds, and what's the latest you can tell us this hour?
From what we've been seeing, just visiting a couple of the voting stations in and around Kimberley, things have started off quite smoothly. There have, however, been some long lines at some of the stations that we visited. For example, when we were at a voting station in Roodepan a little earlier, there were many elderly residents standing in those queues, but IEC officials were quick to go and get them and to move them along so that they could come in vote. We also had, at that particular voting station at the Roodepan Primary School, some minor squabbles between some residents who were trying to jump the queue, others who hadn't even registered, trying to see if they can come and vote today, and IEC officials having to tell them to either move to the back of the queue or to go home if they hadn't registered. And when we were at Eureka Primary School, where the DA's provincial leader Harold McGlue was voting, also long lines there, some minor logistical challenges there, but also seeing elderly members being told they can come forward. So many elderly residents in this particular area. Here where I'm at now, at the Perseverance College in Kimberley, in Salt Lake Municipality, things are seeming to go quite smoothly. I'm going to ask my colleague Mabuti just to show you, we're not allowed to go inside, but we have been told we can be positioned outside. We still have some parties like the DA, EFF, ANC, Patriotic Alliance. Those are the newcomers here in the municipality, trying to just like they obviously can't campaign, but they are positioned outside here so that they can be in the eye of the voters. Some of the voters that have passed us, who we've asked how the process went, said it went smoothly. Everything was done professionally inside. I've just received a report, though, from some independent candidates in the Roodepan area that there seems to be a political party that's still campaigning, with some members apparently still going door to door, trying to convince people to vote for that particular party. And that's something that we'll be following up on as soon as we are done here, and also to ask those parties' leaders what is going on in that particular area, because when we were there in Roodepan a little earlier, we saw some songs being sung, some dancing by this party, who I won't mention just yet until we've received some more information about what has been happening.
Okay, that's the situation there on the ground in Kimberley this hour. Thank you very much, Monique. We'll touch base with you as well as the afternoon goes, and as we'll be doing so as we continue our rolling coverage of the local government elections.